Just a little bit.
A little. Not enough to make a difference.
Not really. Not a whole lot.
I don't know what to say to that.
Huh?
So I don't know what to say to that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a little. Which I guess, you know, if it was 7 inches and then it was another 7 inches, you could fit a 30 on there. But again, I think you're overweight. What's going on, y'all? Today we have an interesting video and get y'all set up. So we were riding around. I don't really even know. Oh, that's right. We were taking the four-wheelers to down there, yeah. And I know there's an Exmark dealer in Douglasville, and I was like, well, let's just stop by and look. We've been kicking the idea around about getting a stand on, and lo and behold, we pulled up, and they got a Laser Z. I'm sorry, a Vertex X 60. What is that? Series 6 deck. So both these have the same decks. This does have an FX 1000V. It's not an EFI, so that's like a 35 horse. The Laser's 25 and 25.5. This is the 801V. So let's talk about all the comparisons that we've heard. We've heard safe space on the trailer. Well, it does. It's not a lie. You know, there's a little bit of space savings here, I will say. That might be more. That might be about 10 inches. We'll try to measure it. Let me see the tape. I mean, you know, just roughly, like we're not, I know there's specs online, but I mean, so 15 inches. So that's a difference of 15 inches. That is a substantial savings.
Yeah, that is a good deal.
So if we had 2 of these, you probably could put the 36 on there.
I'd say about 3 feet.
Cause that's right at 3 feet. And it'd be close, but also, like I said, it'd be overweight.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will give them that. It does save some space. On this X Vertex, it does have 24-inch tires. So you can put the twills on here. 24 by 12. I don't know if y'all can see that. Do we know what year model this is?
No.
They let us demo this. Ace Hardware in Douglasville had this mower. They let us demo it. It's just really too wet for us to cut grass today. Really too wet to do a demo, but I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna do what we can. I don't know what year this is.
I'd say probably 23 or 24.
Yeah, I don't really know. Series 6 deck. Overall, looks wise, I give it a 10 out of 10. I think it looks awesome. I think it looks mean. It's got the same deck as that, so I know it's gonna cut good, it's gonna stripe good. I love the fact that it has 35 horsepower. If I could go back, I wouldn't have got that one in a 25, right? We said we at least want the 29. I will say 80% of the time that mower performs phenomenally well, but there has been some situations, you know, wet days, hills, thick grass. I would have liked to have a little bit more. You know, I just, personal preference, I guess. It definitely cut it, but I probably don't think, unless I just found a really good deal, I'd probably just go ahead and get at least a 29 or whatever the next step is. As far as space savings, I check mark that box. Looks and appearance, I check mark that box. Handling capabilities, I guess it's like anything, and it takes some getting used to. I guess I kind of thought these would be what you would adjust, and like this would be caged in, and you could just alternate from there. I mean, I know that's the same thing, but this is going to take some getting used to if we decide to go this route. You can see this mower only has 20. Let's get down there for y'all. 27 hours on it now. Got a little plug-in right here. A cigarette lighter plug-in. Cup holder, dual tanks that you do not have to swap. I think they just feed together. Overall, it's a good mower. So we just did some testing, and I guess we're gonna have to probably go back so y'all can get some video footage of this. Now that we have both mowers, We'll put them in the same predicament, right? Put them in the same spot. Because all I've ever heard is that this mower, oh, the stand-ons, they hold hills better. They're just way more versatile. And we did about, this mower, I think we did about an hour of testing on this mower, almost exactly. And from what I can tell you, it ain't no different than that Laser ZX. Did you see any difference?
No.
It doesn't, it holds a hill just like that mower holds a hill, in my opinion.
Yeah, that, if not, that laser might be a hair better, just a hair.
I mean,
about the same.
everybody talks about how you can go up. You can go up a hill better. You can go better on steep hills. Well, I've been saying the whole time, all you're really doing is swapping. You're standing on the back and the motor's right there, or you're sitting right here and the motor's back there. So theoretically, other than it being a little bit shorter to stand on, the weight's displaced almost the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got them pretty even, y'all. I mean, as even as, you know, look. I'd say that's pretty center to center. I'd say that's pretty center to center, right? So that means the weight is dispersed roughly the same. You're either standing on the back and the motor's right there, or you're sitting where the motor is and the motor's behind you. It's roughly the same. I didn't see anything that just knocked my socks off. I like the idea. I do think it'd be nice. I think it might be a little bit easier on your body. I like the fact that you don't have to put the parking brake on to hop off this mower. You can actually walk behind this mower. And I mean, I don't know why you would, but you can. But I don't know. We're gonna put it in some tests, man. I ain't cut my grass. I mean, it's really not even been 2 weeks, but it's super thick and wet. So I don't know if these got high lift blades on them or not. Did you look?
No.
I don't know if they do. So let's let Cody get out here and just put it to some test. And
May just be me, but it seems a little odd. The motor goes up with the deck. It's extremely heavy to pull that deck up. The laser deck, you can't feel it. I mean, it's light. It's really light. But this whole motor thing moving with the deck, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I really like that or not. But, you know, we'll see.
okay, so obviously, you know, the grass is super wet right now, y'all. Not ideal conditions, and you can see it's just clumped up. It's just too wet to even disperse the grass, and plus it was really high. What was you saying about this whole motor?
I told him I don't know about it. I mean, it seems a little odd that the motor moves with the deck.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta
the
pick.
laser deck. I mean, that ain't.
The laser deck actually kind of ticks me off that it's as light as it is.
Yeah.
Because when you go through there, I mean, my yard is rough, y'all. I mean, it matches up with the roughest yards we got around here. You know, the tractor drives around on here, trucks, and I mean, you know what I mean? It's just rough out here. But you can literally watch that deck on the laser just, you know, if you don't slow down. I guess I could say on this that might be a perk, that the motor does help weigh it down.
Yeah.
But
I just don't know if it's good for all hoses and all that other stuff to be moving like that.
yeah, I definitely would say
down,
you could probably have some more wear and tear a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Yeah, I mean, that looks a pretty bad booger to put a belt on this thing. I mean, you got to be working right there at the exhaust.
Yeah.
You know, so looks like a lot harder to change a belt or pull it on.
You think so?
I mean, you wouldn't be able to do that belt right now. It's too hot in there next to that exhaust. You get burned.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. If it broke right now, you'd have to wait a little bit.
Plus, I mean, it's kind of hard to really see everything what's going on. We'll say it does have a grease fitting on the. I think that would be the tensioner pulley. But I mean, it seems like it'd be pretty hard to change the belt on this thing. I mean, it still can do it, but it seems like it'd be a whole lot harder.
I mean, not that we would ever be down here, but you can cut on a 1/2 inch. I don't think you can do that on the laser.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It just kind of worries me about that motor.
Yeah.
I've heard people talk about them, but I don't understand what they mean by, you know, what's the disadvantage of that? I mean, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, everything else on it overall, I mean, battery's in a good spot. Everything's pretty much in a good spot, in my opinion. I mean,
I'm just not blown away.
I'm not blown away, but I think the biggest reason why we're not is because we started out with the best. You know, the Laser ZX series. That is the top of the line Exmark lawnmower. And I guess I was hoping it'd be better than that. But it's probably about the same, being that it's about the same level. It's just different. It just doesn't have a seat. But it's a little odd.
Yeah,
A
it's
little different to be driving, you know. I don't know if I could get used to it or not. Really.
yeah. I think we could get used to it. I mean, because I do know there's a little bit. You know, we started off with the radiuses.
Yeah.
And I know it took a little time there, and then those hydraulics are a little bit different. You know, they're better than the radiuses. There's not as much play. And then that thing cold operates a little bit different than it does after it's been warmed up for 10 minutes, you know. And it takes some getting used to. One thing that I noticed when I hopped on back on the Vertex from the laser, though, was immediately I noticed how much more I didn't even realize that I'm actually moving the handles. As I'm going down through them bumps, I'm like almost anticipating as soon as I hit, I'm correcting, if that makes sense, y'all. Like if I'm going down through there, you know what I'm talking about. You just, I just feel like it's a lot easier to hold it straight. And maybe that comes with time, you know, but you're using your whole arms, your shoulders, everything, and you're just constantly kind of moving through the yard. And on this, it's all in your wrist and your fingers, and it's just like you got to constantly be working, you know, right there. I don't know, probably just getting used to it, but overall not blown away. Everything Cody said I think is true, to the point. It's no better than the Laser Z. I don't know that it's any better at all. I'm not so for sure that it might not be a little worse. We're gonna go over here and try to get some video of some conditions that we just put this mower in. And I don't know that we might, I don't want to do it right there because if I slide back in all that mud I just graded out.
I like it. I don't know what all the hype is on the stand on. The only thing I could think is, you know, it's a lot easier to just walk off this platform and get the truck than it is to get off that lawnmower, pick up a piece of trash, or get the gate or something like that. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, it'd be a lot more likely for me to pick up a piece of trash on this lawnmower than it would be that one.
Yeah, I was hoping you was gonna say that.
I mean, that's just how it is.
If it comes with a trash bag, I might put, look at there, piece of trash right here. These kids.
But that's pretty convenient.
Yeah, but you can get that on the laser.
Yeah, I don't know why they got it. I don't know. They had all their lawnmowers like this, so every one of them up there, all the stand-ons had that bag on. I don't know if that's just a little add-on they put on their lawnmowers, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish you could get out here on the edge of this concrete that was killing me.
Yeah, I would have. If I had a stand-on edger, I would.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go. You want to go put it on the hills?
I know how to.
I know, but I just want to show them in a comparison video, you know, because I don't feel like anybody's ever put it on there as a comparison that I've seen.
Yeah.
All I've ever heard is people saying literally they're better. I just don't see it, man. Of course, now we don't know, you know, we're not as I guess fluent runners of that mower, of that machine, obviously, but we literally just put it on the hill. I think it's about to rain on us. We may not be able to, and I will say it is wet. But the wetness has nothing to do with that mower raising up, with the casters coming up off the ground. That ain't got nothing to do with it being wet, y'all. This mower, the casters raise up. You know, when I see the casters raise up, I know to put it in reverse. Right? Back out of there. Back out of there, Pawpaw. It's not about to get bad. This mower, it does the same exact thing. And here's what's going to happen. All your weight, there's nothing, you know, you're not really, I mean, it does have an angled foot peg. All your weight's coming back down the hill, and you put this thing in reverse, and ideally you would want it to sling you forward, but it's really not that easy, no. In my opinion. Again, probably because we're not used to it, but I'm just saying it's a whole lot easier to put your weight in that seat, lean back, and go in reverse and back out of there than it is with this machine here. Safer, yeah. There's probably some situations people wouldn't put that mower in that I've put that mower in. That's not bragging. I just want to know what it'll do. If I ain't got to weed eat it and I can cut it, I'm going to try to cut it. I'm going to do it every time. That's just me. I don't think there's any situation you put this mower in that mower hadn't already been in and done it. I just don't see it. What I think at the end of the day, what it boils down to, and I think Cody already said this, somebody that's bragging about their stand-on mowers has never ran a Laser ZX. I mean, that's about all I got to say. I think that sums it up.
Well, but, you know, if we had started on a stand-on and then went to the zero turn, we'd probably be, you know, a little one-sided here because this is what we're used to, right?
Well, I don't feel like it's one-sided. We're going off of points. We're going off of,
yeah.
I gave them, we'll give them a check mark in the box of room saving. We'll give them a check mark in the box of looks and appearance. I think it looks like a mean machine. Handling, no different. Heel handling, no different, maybe a little bit worse. And yeah, I mean, I guess those are the four things we were kind of comparing. We were hoping for a little bit better handling, heel handling, and stability. I don't see any of that. And again, y'all, maybe these are hills that some of these guys don't want to put a mower on at all. But I mean, I know I've seen some guys run some steep hills. But you know, I took this machine over and I did what that one would do, and I took this machine over there and I seen the exact same flaws that machine will have in it. Is when you get too steep, the front casters are going to come off the ground. There is no more hill control, there's no more stability, there's no more weight, I guess distribution, not that I've seen at all. There just ain't. We got to get this machine back to the demo people though, back to Douglasville, and that's a pretty good ride for us. So before it starts raining again, I guess I don't know, we may cut on it a little bit longer. But yeah, I don't really see what the whole fuss is about. Now, would I still buy this mower? I'm still contemplating on buying this mower because I can do the same thing that it will do with that X series almost, but good enough that the price point that they're saying they would let us have this machine for really kind of making me think about it. So, but anyways, that's a wrap for this video, y'all. Here they sit, top of the line Vertex, top of the line X series. For me, if I had to pick just one, I'm sticking with the X, the Z.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm leaning towards this. Just the fact that I don't have to sit down, get up, sit down, get up. I'm leaning towards it. I think once I got more comfortable with the controls, think I'd probably like it more.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, you gotta wait 12 hours after I cut 12 hours a day. You ask me again.
Yeah.
But,
And obviously a couple weeks in, you know, not the first 12-hour day. A month later.
Well, yeah. You know, I don't know. In my opinion, it might be my knees. My knees and my feet might hurt, but you know, I don't know.
You know what they say? It's cheaper getting knee replacement than back replacement.
What they say?
I guess for me, I typically end up cutting the majority of the steep hills.
Yeah.
And I feel more comfortable on that with it than I do this.
Yeah.
From what I just seen.
Yeah.
Because that machine did the same thing that I know that one will do. When you go too far, the front tires come up off the ground. So did this one. Yeah. In the same spot. So that's where I'm at with it. Safer. I do think overall safer. I do think if I was going to put some guys on equipment and everything, I probably would seriously start them out on stand-on. Just from a company standpoint, the potential of a rollover or flipping or any of that bull crap. I just think you might be a little bit better, I don't know, liability wise, being able to just step out of the way, step off the mower, and not being trapped on there. I will say that. But other than that, y'all, that's about it. So Cody wants this mower. We're gonna run his social security number, and he's gonna run it. No, I was kidding. We'll let y'all know if we end up with it or not. You'll see it on the trailer for sure. I do think it's a good buy. I think it's at a good price point. And we are considering it, but it's no better. Appreciate y'all watching.